and Mr. Gallagher. Members, if you'd like to participate, please raise your microphones at this time. Mr. Gallagher.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I rise in opposition to SCA 10. I know that this is an issue that is very sensitive. It's an issue that has divided our country and people for a very long time. And I guess my hope is, like my colleague from Fullerton, is that eventually maybe we can come this might be something that could bring us together ultimately to talk about how we do better for both women and children. And I've heard a lot of those comments on this floor today, which I think is a very positive thing. And as one of my colleagues said, as a man, I could never imagine what it's like to be in a crisis pregnancy. But I've been married to my wife for 19 years. And I've been through 4 high-risk pregnancies with her and a miscarriage. So I don't come to this issue lightly. And that was a very challenging time for us, walking through that. 2 of those children are teenage women now. And you better believe I want them to have every opportunity that a man does in this country. But the reason that I can't support this constitutional amendment today is because of the twins who came last. My twin boys are alive and they are people. And they were alive and they were people at 18 weeks. When at UCSF, they were prepared to go do surgery on their hearts to save them in utero. When they did echocardiograms on them to discover what was going on that was causing the detrimental thing that was going on to them in the womb. And they were alive and they were people at 23 and a half weeks when they wanted to come. And thankfully, they didn't come at that time. At 30 weeks, they did come. 10 weeks early. And you know what? They looked like just like any other baby that was born. They were just a little bit smaller. 3 pounds and 2.5 pounds. They were alive and they are a person. They're people. And our law has to begin to recognize that. And that's why I can't support this constitutional amendment today, because of what's missing from it. It says nothing about their rights. Nothing about their rights. And we have to think about that. Because quite honestly, I think we can make a better policy. I think this legislative body is capable of making a better policy. For my teenage daughters and for my twins. And we do have to think about that, because right now, the wording that says nothing about late term, it puts no restrictions on it. And so babies like my twins at 30 weeks, their lives could be taken. And I don't think that's the right balance, folks. I don't think that's the right balance. We can do better. And that's why I ask you today to vote against this constitutional amendment. Thank you, members.